everything just changed. So Pereira versus Ankalaev is very much going under the radar, and it's going under the radar for a number of reasons, but none of which is greater than the fact that we believe we know the outcome of that fight. Like, there just hasn't been a lot of pomp and circumstance around the idea that Pereira is going to win that fight. Other guys in the division that see themselves lined up, when they come out and talk about it without disrespecting Pereira, but they do mention, I think I should be next. I think I should take on Ankalaev next. They will give a hint or a clue that they believe that Ankalaev is going to win. I don't see that any different. I watched that first fight. There was nothing compelling from a controversial standpoint that would make you believe that if you did 5 more rounds, you were going to get a different result. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't get one. I'm just sharing for you as we lead into the fight, as we talk about the story of this fight and we go into it, and it seems as though Pereira isn't overly interested in the fight. Now, again, that doesn't mean he's not interested in the fight. I'm sharing with the way the media and the story is being told. It appears that he's not overly interested in the fight. If you guys will remember, Ankalaev beat Pereira. Ankalaev then calls out Pereira. We're all looking around going, I literally said this to my producer. My producer, Ryan, shows me this. I go, Ryan, are you showing me an old article? What do you mean Ankalaev called out Pereira? He just beat Pereira. Ryan goes, no. He called him out today. Said Ankalaev, who beat Pereira, is calling out Pereira? He said, yes, he called him out today. I had to go to social media, go to Ankalaev, and make sure that I had this story right. And sure enough, he called him out again, and he called him out again, and he called him out the next week, and then he really started to ramp things up a month or so later, and Pereira never, that I saw, responded. I never saw Pereira respond. And I follow Pereira very closely. I'm a tremendous fan of Pereira. Somewhere, Pereira's phone rang. They got the deal done. They made the announcement. But I'm just sharing for you, like, for the big fights, we don't find out from the organization. We find out from the guys. The guys are sworn to secrecy. They're told to keep their mouth shut. They can never do it. They're too excited. They want this too bad. They want you to know. They're going to set the story straight. They're going to get it back, and here's where it's going. You're going to tell this next week. I need it told today. Like, it's just one of these things. For the big fights, we hear from the guys. And, okay, so there's the story, right? We know everything now. We know everything. And every part of Pereira, who is very interesting and very good on social media, but every part about Pereira is he just keeps dropping hints. I mean, every single thing that he does has to do with what he weighs. Doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks ago when he was 244 pounds or if it was this morning when he was 234 pounds. Everything that he puts out has to do with his weight, which I interpret is foreshadowing that he doesn't want to be a 205-pounder. And I don't want him at 205 pounds, personally. I believe he is capable of champ status. I want to see that. I want to see that in my lifetime. Or I want to see the opportunity. I want him at heavyweight. But that would still speak to the idea that this is not the fight that he wants. And this is just kind of the way and the vibe of our industry. And I now here to tell you, our industry got that wrong. There is a piece of training footage that came out yesterday of Pereira, and he's working the mitts. And he's working the mitts with his head coach, and he's working the mitts with Glover Teixeira. I always get annoyed when somebody talks about a fighter that we've seen, some veteran that we've seen, as he gets older in life and he's closer to 40, and then they tell us, I've never seen him look so good. It's never been true. I have never found myself saying those words. Guys, I thought it one time, but I never said the words. Before Randy Couture beat Tim Sylvia and became the oldest UFC champion of all time, 1 week before that fight, I was at Extreme Couture, and my workout was done, but I stayed. And I just watched Randy's workout. And I had never seen him look so good. The very last thing he did, I still remember it. He was in his boxing ring and he was jump rope. The coach had cleared him. He was done. His workout was over. He can hit the showers and go home, but he didn't. He goes in and he starts jumping rope. And it was the way that he was moving, and it was the rhythm, and it was the look of his muscles, and it was the look on his face, and it was his lack of breathing hard and what good shape he's in. I remember seeing this and going, I've never seen him look so good. Guys, for the first time ever, I'm going to actually say it. I saw this video of Pereira yesterday on the mitts. I have never seen him look so good. And there was a difference. There was a difference. There was an urgency. There was an anger. It translated to a violence. Do you ever see somebody doing a mitt workout and kicks are involved, so one of the coaches has like this pad on his leg, and those, they've never made a good leg pad, by the way, but they've done the best that they could do. And then the coach will have like this body suit on, but you'll see the guy, and the guy is so violent that you actually get a little uncomfortable. Go, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're thinking like one's going to slip through and hit the coach. Mike Tyson working out with Rafael Cadero would fall into that category, where you're actually going, oh, 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 hey, coach, are you okay? It was like that watching Pereira hit these mitts. I have never seen him so fast. He's wearing nothing but shorts, so you can see his body. I have never seen him so big and strong. Like, his muscles looked different. The same way as Randy before he went into Tim Silver. Like, I remember having this same feeling going, oh my gosh. This thing that we thought was a cash grab, or this thing that we think, and fighters get those all the time, where it's not what they want to do, they get a phone call, that's what you're going to go do. That is not what I saw on this video. The only thing I saw on this video is a 2-division world champion who is fully locked in getting his belt back. And that is not the way the story to this point has been told. And I will be the first to let you know this story up until this point has been mistold. This is not about checking a box, doing a favor, doing the right thing, answering the call. This is about Alex Pereira settling the score, even in the odds, and beating Ankalaev.